This is a limited series powered by the Work Defined Podcast Network. What is going on? This is Ryan Leary from Work Defined. Have you ever wondered what really goes down behind the cubicles? This is Workplace Misconduct, the limited series based on Fama's 9 to 5 Nightmares podcast, where workplace misconduct gets unpacked. Raw stories, real consequences, and frankly, lessons we all need to hear. This series is brought to you by Fama, helping companies screen for misconduct before it's a headline. Check them out at fama.io.
This is William Tincup and Ryan Leary. We are broadcasting from the Fama booth at HR Tech, and we're going to just jump right into some horror stories and nightmares, if you will. Let's first start with introductions.
Sure. I'm Heather Jerrehian. I'm the VP of Product Management for Employee Workflows at ServiceNow. And interesting to note that I started 2 years ago as part of the Hitch acquisition, where I was the CEO, bringing skills intelligence to the ServiceNow platform.
They were way ahead of the game.
Yes.
And you were way ahead of the game as well.
Yeah. So we've actually since built a new talent development product that's AI-driven using that technology.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. Yeah. Way ahead of your time. Yes?
I'm Yaz Dalal. I'm the Chief Growth Officer at Joveo. We're an AI-led high-performance recruitment marketing platform. It's a lot of words, but we help amazing companies find amazing people and faster and cheaper.
People would historically know you as programmatic.
Programmatic
but
advertising.
You're way more than that now.
Way beyond that.
Yep. All right, let's do some horror stories or nightmares, if you will. And again, we don't need names. We're not trying to out anybody or make anybody feel bad. We're just trying to get to the story, if you will, and go from there. So, leave us off.
So, well, first of all, I just want to say with culture in an organization, little, small, microaggressions, small things don't seem like a big deal. But before you know it, they spread like wildfire. So it is really important when you see them, particularly as a leader, to make sure that you call them out. So I'll just give an example that I have seen.
Like eyes roll?
Yeah.
Like an eye roll?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're talking, it's like...
That's where I went wrong with my kids.
That was the example.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
That was not me doing it.
That was the example.
Okay.
It's not you eye-rolling me
with
what I'm saying. Okay,
I would never,
got it.
You'd never do that.
An example I think that I have seen throughout my career is being in a meeting where you've got a group of people talking, someone suggests an amazing idea, and it goes unnoticed, and then a few minutes later, someone suggests that very same idea, and everyone's like, oh my God, that's a fantastic idea. Okay, early in my career, I didn't know one should say something. What I have come to learn as a leader, you need to stop the meeting, say, hey, wait a minute. What so-and-so just said is a nice build on what, Sally just said a little bit earlier, and how important that is. Because if you don't instill that, it starts to kind of spread, get embedded in the organization.
True. It's especially true with marginalized people, I would say, because their voices not isn't about loud or anything like that. They're just not heard.
Yeah.
And so...
But it's hard enough for them to just break the silence and bring up the idea.
Yeah, it takes courage to share your thoughts. And then when something like that happens, then you kind of shrink and you're kind of like, I better not say anything.
I'm never going to say anything in a meeting again. Why would I? I mean, I've already been told that no one cares.
Right.
I wasn't told that, but the behavior told me that they don't care.
Right.
Or worse, they reward a male or somebody else for my idea.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. I think the first time that happens, you just got to squash it, just like with microaggressions. When that happens, it's like, enough.
Yeah, that's not part of our culture. That's not how we treat our colleagues. We need to respect everyone and everyone to feel safe, right? It's that psychological safety is so important to create that trust, and, that's really important.
100%. All right, yes. What do you got?
Before I tell my story, I love what you just said. There's a great concept that I learned about 10 years ago, which is called amplification. That whoever has the power in the room can stop the room. And they notice someone's trying to raise their hand or a sharp intake of breath, they're about to say something, to stop everyone and just point to them and say, did you want to add something? Which generally only someone with the power, male, female, whatever, leader or influence person can do that. And so many of us choose not to do that, but I think it's a huge help.
It gives them the permission to feel comfortable to
100%, because you're being asked.
Yeah.
So in market research, one of the things I did in my career 100 years ago was run, the studies that are behind window glasses, right? So you bring in a bunch of people and you put a product on the table and you get everybody to talk. But basically, the guy that was teaching me this, he said, you're going to have people that just naturally want to talk. Mm-hmm. And you're going to have people that just quiet. Your job as a moderator is to get things out of every single person. I did a series of brands where I did this, moderated this. And we did this one for Dirt Devil. And it was a new vacuum cleaner, and it's called a Tornado. And so I'm going around the room, just some people that are very loud, and so I'm like, hey, listen, fantastic, great stuff, amazing, hold that thought. Janet, you haven't said anything yet. I know you got something. What are you thinking here? What are you looking at this? And she goes, I believe it, but I can't see it. I said, well, tell me a little bit more about that. Like, what were you thinking? She goes, this part right here, if it were clear, I could see it. The CEO and everybody behind the thing for Dirt Devil, they were on the phone with engineers.
Yeah.
And it was all because she said something.
That's fantastic. What an amazing story.
So to your point, asking people, and again, making them feel comfortable, creating that space that says, hey, listen, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Start with, I think this is a horrible idea. and then the expectation is appropriate. And then if it's like, that's a horrible idea.
And then it's a collaborative idea, which is, right? That's what we want in organization is collaboration.
No one owns it.
Right.
Everyone owns it.
Yeah.
So what could we have done differently in those scenarios? How do we, in your stuff with both microaggressions, but also getting people to kind of pull out and talk and things like that, what could we do?
I think it's exactly what you said. I think it's really leading by example. It's what you said, the leader in the room really needs to be paying attention, right? And kind of reading people's body language, listening, and, if something does happen, we've got to call it out. If you don't, these little things, like I said, become wildfire. And so you have to be like a culture keeper, right? A steward. And actually, I would say at ServiceNow, that's one of the things we do really well is we have a people pact, which is our commitment to each other.
Oh, cool.
And that commitment to each other, right? So what has now happened, we have 25,000 people who know what that people pact is. And so when something happens, you've got employees who are basically coaching each other and saying, hey, what you just said didn't make me feel like I belong, or I wasn't feeling valued.
Right.
So we have that sort of open dialogue, but we live and breathe it, and it starts from the CEO, right? And it comes all the way down through the organization. So those things are really important.
I've been trying to think of this cliche. It's and I won't get it the first time, but it's you get what you accept. Have you ever heard something like that? It's the phraseology is what you allow.
Yeah.
And that's what you get, what you allow.
It's funny what you said.
And I don't know if that's a cliche, but you know what I'm going.
Well, in my book I wrote, culture is what you reward and what you punish.
Oh,
really good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Okay, so last question.
So my horror story?
Yeah.
This is ancient history horror story.
Oh, that's okay.
All the way from the recession of 1991.
Oh, yeah. Bring it.
Ooh, love it.
You remember that?
I do.
I think I was 16.
Yeah.
But Fortune 50 company, this is a story that one of their HR leaders told me about a decade ago. Fortune 50 company, going through the recession, forced by finance to examine every frivolous expenditure, every exorbitant cost, and because it's a Fortune 50, marquee name, 150 year old.
Oh, we're going through the budget. Uh-oh.
And they say, well, here's one area that visibly is an expensive line item for us. We'll get rid of it for 2 years. So get rid of it for 2 years, get back on track, post-recession, and now fast forward to when I'm hearing the stories. This is like early 2000s.
Right.
My number one problem, Yaz, is we have no middle management for our most strategic groups. And we don't historically do lateral hiring. I said, okay, what happened? Did a bunch of people leave? No, it's worse. A bunch of people never came. Because for 2 years in the early 90s, we canceled our entire campus recruitment program.
That's right.
And those are the people who stayed the longest. They would have been here for 12 years by now. They would all be directors, and we have zero. And the folks that we're bringing in don't know our culture, and they don't know what's expected of them.
I remember that from the rotationals. So MBAs at that time, they'd hire an MBA, and they wouldn't put them in a place. They'd go, you're going to learn ops, you're going to learn finance, marketing, you're going to go around the company, and then in 18 months, we're going to decide where to put you. And those programs all got cut. Yeah. So it wasn't just campus recruiting, it was that other, campus recruiting, just a different level of candidate. Is there anything we could do different there?
I mean, I think the cautionary tale part of that is forward thinking. Right. What made that company special was that they wined and dined their interns and their high potential students that they were bringing straight out of university. And someone should have stood up and said, let me show you, let's look retroactively at the data. These are the people, probably including the CFO who dictated the cuts. Right. These are the people that run this company.
Right.
And you're going to get rid of generational knowledge. You're going to get rid of institutional memory if you cut this line item.
Yeah. That feels like it should be like a case study, like a Harvard,
it should be.
Business case
100%.
Study.
Because it set the company back.
Yeah. You can't recover. That's really hard to recover from. And that was just a decision made with limited information and maybe not listening to, maybe there was someone who was saying maybe 100%. This is not a good idea and here are the reasons why.
I'm sure a lot of people at the table thought that.
Yeah. And the non-tangible things, Heather, like you talked about culture.
Yeah.
Those are the stalwarts of the culture, middle management.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I think gets denigrated all the time unfairly. They are the stewards of the culture. Mm-hmm. Everyone at the top is top down and everyone at the bottom is still learning. It's the people in the middle that are running the show.
Right. And they're the ones that set the behaviors that are acceptable and not acceptable.
Yeah.
Right? Wow. Good stuff. All right, what are we trying to get out of HR Tech? We'll pivot. What's success for you?
Success for me is meeting as many of our customers as possible. I love being in front of them, and because we really design from the end user forward, so whatever I hear from them, I'm literally trying to innovate and put into our product.
Okay. I love that.
I think for Jovio, what we're most excited about is the entire ecosystem is here. So it's this moment in time where we have this density. We're growing super fast, but we can't grow at the same pace forever without partners.
100%.
So, we work with Uber, we work with Wells Fargo, we work with Ashley Furniture. Now, who are the people in this room that are going to work with us to get the next Fortune 500 clients on board and work together? And that's what we're excited about.
Well, somebody also has some of those clients, right, in this room. So, what can we do together? We have the same client. Like, what can we do to actually make it easier on them, make it easier on us? Maybe go after some clients together, etc. Well, thank both of you for coming by, spending some time with us, sharing your wisdom. It's appreciated.